Tomorrow I'm going to be headed down to North Carolina, 750 miles or so away, for my buddy Ethan's 30th birthday. And conveniently, his BMW, the car he was going to take on this trip, is broken. As well as one of my other friends that's going to be joining us, his car is down as well. But luckily, I have at my disposal 3 very fun, yet very unreliable cars that would be a blast down there on this road. So I figured what better way to say happy birthday to a good friend than to toss him the keys to my R8, throw the keys to the S8 to my other friend, and I will be following in the more reliable support Lotus Esprit car. One of us is definitely breaking down, and I'm probably going to regret this whole idea, but hey, I'm always down for an adventure. So first stop is to meet in Cincinnati with another one of my friends before we bomb on down to Knoxville. There's Cincy. Actually a very pretty city. This car was built in the UK, so I would think they would have a better windshield wiping solution than this one small wiper that misses half of the windshield. Oh god, it's supposed to rain a decent amount this week, and I have the wrong car. Probably gonna have to stop and get a new blade too. The curved blades do not work. I need one of the old school metal ones. Been in relatively standstill traffic for probably 45 minutes, and the temperature is not really going anywhere, which is honestly insane for this car. The key was new radiator, and then the biggest is getting the AC on because the fans run constant with that, and then putting those new fans on has made a world of difference. Check engine light keeps going on and off, but it doesn't seem like it's that big of a deal. But man, my leg is absolutely trembling with the twin plate clutch in this traffic. It is just not fun at all. But I'm glad that it is not overheating because it has not done that since pretty much the day I bought it. So I'm super happy. None of the other cars are broken down either. We're all running strong. This is also the first time I've ever had functional AC in this car out of Audi for 3 years. It took a lot of work to get it there. I'll have another video on that out soon, but I can actually drive with the windows closed, and it's reasonable in here actually. It's not too bad. I fixed all the heat blowing out from the center console because of all the coolant pipes that run through the center. It used to get 1,000 degrees in here, but I'm pretty happy with it now. So yeah, everything's going pretty well. Pretty good day. Got some nice views, a good road. I met this guy up here in this Ferrari earlier. We've been cruising around with him. The McLaren in front of us, R8 back there, and we are about to hit the Dragon. Let's pray for no cops. To anyone unfamiliar with the Dragon, it is a road that stretches from the mountains of Tennessee to North Carolina. It is 11 miles long and has 318 incredible curves. It's paved absolutely perfectly, and the car culture down here is awesome. You just have to be very careful because it is a super dangerous road, lots of injuries and deaths, and you will definitely see that by this tree and this photo board coming up in a minute. You also get these small companies that post up on the side of the road to take pictures of your car. They upload them online, and I almost never even look, but this picture of the Esprit was too good to not buy. We're coming up here on Deals Gap. It's always a really cool environment down here, so I'm definitely going to take a stop and see what's around today. launch it. This is the board of crashes I was talking about earlier, and worst of all is the tree of shame. If you crash, you get a part of your car or motorcycle up here. You definitely don't want to be on that. My friend really seemed to be enjoying his birthday gift back behind me in the R8. Here's the start of one of the sketchiest driveways you can imagine in a car that has 2 inches of front ground clearance. Check this out here. This is literally my favorite place in the world to stay. I mean, how do you beat this? Wow. I hear some scraping. we got our first break. The sport button has stopped working in the R8, and the clutch is not happy when it's not working properly, because driving in regular mode is not ideal for these things. There's enough pull and this should pop off. It looks like the button literally just fell down, so the sport button was just kind of floating. Not sure how that's going to be fixed. So this was just kind of sitting like that. Got to find some tape so it will stay right there. Got that nice Audi click. Oh yeah. Third time putting everything back together. Keep putting it in the wrong order. Not that way. What? There we go. Double thread. Holy shit, there's a lot of threads. The weather the following morning turned out to be absolutely perfect, so we decided to rent a boat for a couple hours before we went out on our day's drive. Not an ideal situation. We get stuck in a thunderstorm like maybe 7 miles out into this lake, and then the windshield wiper that I bought at one of the gas stations on the way down here to replace mine that wasn't really working, the clip broke and now I don't have a windshield wiper, and the windshield's super foggy, so I got a really sketchy drive back to the cabin. I guess just keep the speed up and the rain will play off the windshield, and yeah, that driveway's going to be interesting. I'm sure there's going to be puddles everywhere. Oh yeah, that's a mud puddle right there. Oh! Wow, that was deep. Rally stage in the Lotus Esprit. Woohoo! Woo! Hell yeah, nice and dirty. See that front lip. Oh yeah, front lip's fine. This front lip will eat anything. Well. The Esprit had to come back to the rescue because the S8 is in limp mode for some reason. Well, here's your answer. The S8 broke. It is in limp mode. Not sure what's causing it, but I don't have my laptop charger, so gonna just see what happens here. Seems fine. It just needs an Italian tune-up, dude. I just floored it and it's fine. My friend was just driving it too slow. That's all it was. Why'd you stop? I don't know.
Maybe money shifted it or something.
You probably did. Thing sounds gnarly.
Both of them do. For sure.
This thing will not stop throwing the EPC traction and check engine light and going into limp mode. I have no idea what's going on. Last time I just unplugged the throttle body, plugged it back in, and then floored it, and it was good to go, but it does not seem happy right now. That's full throttle. Oh, it never ends, does it? So, not only am I 8 hours away from home, I am also about 2.5 hours away from the cabin, so guess I just gotta fix this. Try it the same way. If not, I'm gonna get my laptop out. The problem just keeps happening 100% randomly. Like yesterday, it was coasting down the hill and it popped on. Today, I was pulling out of a parking lot and it was just calmly accelerating and it did it. So pop the old laptop up. You can't go anywhere without on these cars, and we'll figure out what's going on. Stop beeping. So, I guess that solves the question of which car is going to break down first, because this one is not happy and my foot is to the floor and we're going downhill. Oh boy. Somehow the very small list of parts that I brought with me is this really crusty throttle body, so as soon as I get back, I think I'm going to throw that on and just see if that can fix this problem. Yes sir, super simple fix as usual, but hopefully that's the last problems we'll have on this trip. I'm not sure why I keep saying stuff like that, because only a couple minutes later, one of the worst things that's happened to me in any of my cars ever happened.
You're good.
Just take a look. And with that, I ended up being the biggest problem on this trip, rather than any of the cars. Stay tuned, I got a long one for you next time regarding the Esprit.